Well, I was going to do a video review of the car here today. As you can see, we're just going to have to wait for that for another day. Alright, I just mailed a package to Uber DC. It's coming, Paul. But yeah, it's pouring rain down here. And there's my car, so we're just going to have to make a run for it here. Alright, keys are ready. Here we go. Oh. Unlock the car! Unlock the car! Oh, shit! Hey there, folks. Welcome again to another edition of the Nashville Lyftzone Confessions. And today I just got a quickie here for you. And we got to go back a little bit ways in order to tell you this. So about 2 weeks ago, it was late at night. I picked up this girl and two of her friends late at night from one of the bars here in Nashville. We made two stops. The first was to take the two people in the back seat back to their house, and then the other girl, who's the focus of this story, was sitting up here in the passenger seat. After we dropped them off, I took her on back to her house out in East Nashville. And she was blown away by, wow, you offer phone chargers, you offer water, you offer candy. This is the best Lyft I've ever had. You're a great driver, singing my praises. And she was like, man, I'd really like to be able to request you again, because I'm going to be flying out of town and then flying back into town, and it'd be great if I could get you again. She'd been drinking that night, and this was like the day before that I got my YouTube business cards that have my email address on it. And we were just talking so much, I didn't even have a chance to slip in. It's like, hey, okay, well, just shoot me an email when you need to go to the airport and when you need to be picked up, and I'll try to, you know, if I'm working those days, I'll try and, you know, be there to be your driver. And she even told me that, hey, on Wednesday, September 14th, is the day I'm supposed to be flying in, I think, at 5 a.m. And I put that on my calendar here on my phone. You know, put her name, airport, 5 a.m. Okay, now I told you that story to tell you this story. Now today is Thursday, the 15th of September, so her notification on my calendar was yesterday at 5 a.m. I didn't work Tuesday night through Wednesday morning, completely forgotten about it, to be honest, up until somewhere in the middle of last night, and I'm like, hey, wasn't that girl supposed to be going to pick it up from the airport this morning or yesterday morning? And I looked on my calendar, and it was yesterday morning when I had it listed, and I was like, oh, well, crap, that sucks. I would have liked to have her again. She was a real nice girl. So we get up into the wee hours of the morning here this morning, and I took someone to the airport, 4 a.m., went back to downtown, came back to the airport with somebody else, 4:30 a.m., then bring someone else back to the airport, 5 a.m., and I drop them off at the departures terminal and start making my way back down onto Interstate 40 to go back to downtown. And right as I'm about a mile down the interstate, all of a sudden I get a ping. And it's the same girl's name. And I'm like, could it be? So I turn around and head back to the airport. I don't remember exactly what she looked like. I mean, the first time she was in the car, it was dark. So I get to the airport and pick her up, and I can't tell if that's her or not. I mean, there can't be too many people with this name. I mean, in Nashville, it's a very, very unique name. And she doesn't seem to recognize me or my car. And she gets in, we start going off to her house, and the address that we're going to is actually in West Nashville. So I was like, oh, well, and I told her this story, and was like, well, I guess since we're going to West Nashville, I guess, that you're probably not the same person. But she thought that was kind of a cool story. So we start going down the interstate, and she all of a sudden is like, and we're talking the whole time, and she's like, can I change my destination? And I was like, oh yeah, that's real simple. Just put it into your app, it'll send it over to my phone, and my GPS will automatically adjust to it. So she does that, and my GPS Waze automatically switches over to the new address. Of course, I didn't see where that exactly was going. So we're on the way there. She's tired, but we're having this great conversation along the way about all kinds of things, especially about how I thought it wouldn't have been funny if that was the same girl if you were the same girl from 2 weeks ago. And then we pull into her driveway, and we're talking blah, 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 pull into the driveway. As soon as I pull into the driveway and put it in park and I look at the house, I'm like, wait a minute, you are her. And she's like, I am? And I'm like, yes. I was like, I've got a photographic memory. This is the driveway. You are so-and-so. I'm not going to say her name. And she's like, what night was it again? And I was like, yeah, like 10 days, 2 weeks ago, real late at night, picked up you and 2 of your friends. We took them to their house and brought you here. I was like, yeah, this is the exact same house. And then it starts to click and come back to her about who I am. She's like, oh yeah, this car does look like a little familiar. Well, crap, here, take one of my business cards real quick with my YouTube email address on it, so that, if you ever need a ride, then just email me, we'll schedule. So yeah, there's another crazy Lyft moment for you here in Lyftzone Confessions. But that's all I got for you here today. But so you all have a great day. I'll catch you again next time. This is DJ Rockwell signing off.